Come Kendall, don't just imagine. A healthier future starts with us today.
My father had his first heart attack at the age of 37, and we lost him when he was just barely 53. And that really cemented in my family, and myself especially, the need for focused attention to the heart, to wellness, to overall health. You know, I so clearly remember Dad driving for 2 hours to come watch me run a 15-second race at the track meets, and his involvement and his passion really translates to how we live our lives, how we raise our kids, and family is what it's all about. Certainly Dad expected to be there longer than his 53 years, and I'd like to be there longer than that too. Whether you're at Heartball in honor of or in memory of someone you love, I raise my glass to all those we love touched by heart disease or stroke, to our loved ones.
My daughter Tracy, my youngest, Tracy was born with a hole in her heart. A year later, we were overjoyed as parents because it had spontaneously healed. Of course, the irony was not to be known until some 14 years later, at age 31, when Tracy was stricken with a massive stroke. I will thank the American Heart Association for the work that you have done in the research, and in her case, being able to get the infamous care within 3 hours of her stroke. Allowed her to have significant recovery within the first 6 months, and alive and with us, and she is the parent of a wonderful 4-year-old boy. The question of heart health for children really fits right in with the whole mission of schools. The American Heart Association has been a partner for years with the schools. Jump Rope for Heart is one of our best known and your best known efforts. It just ties in with a wonderful atmosphere of how do we convince children and how do children convince other children that it not only is healthy, but is fun. If we can provide the healthy environment, we're not only influencing those children who are there and enabling them to learn, but we're literally laying the groundwork for the generation after and the generation after. And it's just that simple, that if the children don't learn the habits and they're not healthy, then the next generation has lost that much ground. As a school superintendent, I live in the best world possible, a world of children. So my toast is to the Heart Association as a wonderful partner in creating a healthy world for those children and building their future. A toast.
Why is it all that important that we have healthy kids? In fact, there was somebody in a community meeting that says, let's just buy more basketballs and build more basketball courts. Well, that's not the answer. If it was, all of our kids would be healthy and fit. The C in the YMCA stands for many things, and one of them is collaboration. We know we can't solve all community problems by ourselves, and neither can the American Heart Association. It takes the whole community, which is another C word, working together. American Heart Association had the resources and the grant to come up with a curriculum for children to work on making good, healthy choices on activity levels and nutrition. We have trained staff deployed at over 50 schools throughout the community, working with all aspects of our community from every socioeconomic background. With this Empower Me program, we teach them wherever they're at, and 1 in 3 of these children and families are on financial assistance in our program. So we're reaching out to everyone. If we don't get involved, if we don't put resources into prevention of youth obesity, which leads to epidemic problems for our community, our economic issues will be crushed a generation from now, which will make this current economic strife seem like the good old days. So whether you care deeply about children as I do and the American Heart Association does or not, if you care more about the financial future of our community, those are two good reasons to step in now, because this is the first generation of kids that will not live as long as their parents in our country's history. Won't you join me? I'd like to have a toast for all the children and families who are getting active and thinking about nutrition in our community. Here's to building healthier lives.